You've built something incredible. The revenue, the team, the results. But somehow you're still the best kept secret in your industry. And that's not a marketing problem. That's an identity gap. I'm Charla, and I've spent the last decade studying why some successful women become magnetic while others stay invisible. And what I discovered changed everything about how I approach branding. It's called the identity gap. And if you're watching this, you probably have one. The identity gap is simple. It's when your professional success has outpaced your public-facing brand. You've evolved, but your brand hasn't. And you're playing at this higher level inside of your business, but the outside world still sees the old version of you. Your website was fine 3 years ago. Your messaging worked when you were starting. Your photos captured who you were, but not who you've become. And now there's this gap between what you've built and what the world sees. Here's how you know you have an identity gap. You cringe when you send people to your website. You kind of flinch a little bit if your dreamiest client lands on your Instagram. You feel like you're constantly explaining what you actually do. You attract clients who aren't quite right, and they want the old version of your services. You're underselling yourself because your brand doesn't support premium pricing. You feel invisible despite being successful. Any of that landed, your body is telling you something. Here's what the identity gap is actually costing you. Speaking opportunities that go to people less qualified than you. Press features that spotlight your competitors. Dream clients who hire someone else because they didn't know you existed. Premium pricing you can't command because your brand doesn't signal premium. Your business can't out-earn the version of you your brand is still presenting. And closing the identity gap requires 3 things. First, translation. Taking who you've become and translating it into a brand language that your ideal clients understand. Second, embodiment. Not just projecting this new image, but becoming the woman who can carry that brand with confidence. Third, integration. Making sure every touch point, your visuals, messaging, presence, systems tell the same story. You're not missing strategy, you're missing translation. And here's what I want you to know. The identity gap isn't your fault. You were busy building something real. You were busy serving clients, growing your team, mastering your craft. You didn't have time to keep updating your brand along the way. But now your outer world is waiting for its update. And when it gets one, everything changes. You're not behind. You're simply overdue. Overdue for being seen for who you actually are, not who you were 3 years ago. You've built something incredible. The clients, the team, the results, but somehow you're still the best kept secret in your industry. And that's not a marketing problem. That's what I call the identity gap. It's what happens when your success outgrows your brand. You've evolved, but your online presence hasn't. Your website still tells the story of who you were, not who you've become. You hesitate to share it. You undersell your offers, and deep down, you know the world isn't seeing the real you anymore. And closing the gap changes everything. When your brand finally matches your brilliance, you stop chasing visibility and you start owning it. You're not behind. You're just overdue for being seen. I'll see you in your next era.